My boyfriend said I was his soulmate, then dumped me for his boss's rich daughter. I found her Instagram handle through her company website, and she'd posted about having coffee at a trendy downtown place that Saturday morning. Based on her aesthetic preferences and the background visible in her photos, it wasn't difficult to figure out which specific trendy coffee place she was likely to choose. I spotted her immediately when I walked into the cafe. She was even more stunning in person than in her professional photos, with the kind of effortless elegance and sophisticated style that comes from never having to worry about money, or wonder whether you can afford the things you want. She was sitting alone at a corner table, scrolling through her phone with a large iced coffee and an expensive-looking pastry she hadn't touched yet. Everything about Victoria screamed wealth, education, and social connections. Her handbag probably cost more than I made in 2 or 3 months at the nonprofit. Her jewelry was delicate and clearly expensive. Even her casual weekend outfit looked like it came from boutique stores rather than department stores or online retailers. I walked over to her table, my heart pounding so loudly I was convinced she could hear it from several feet away. "Victoria? I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm Brooke, Alexander's ex-girlfriend. I was wondering if we could talk for just a few minutes." She looked up at me with perfectly applied makeup and an expression I couldn't immediately read. "I know who you are," she said quietly. That response stopped me completely in my tracks. "You do? Alexander told me about you. He mentioned that you two had dated during college." I sat down in the chair across from her without waiting for an invitation. "Did he tell you we dated until this past May? That we were together for 4 years and were planning to move in together after graduation?" Victoria's face went visibly pale. She set down her coffee cup and stared directly at me. "He told me you guys had broken up during junior year," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "He said it was amicable but that you'd stayed friends after the breakup. He also said you were dating someone new and seemed really happy." I pulled out my phone and showed her some of the screenshots I'd saved over the past few months. Photos of Alexander and me together from spring semester, including one from March where we were clearly together as a happy couple at a friend's birthday party. This was taken a week before that company retreat where you and Alexander looked pretty romantic together in the group photo I found on your website. Victoria stared at the photos on my phone screen for a long time. When she finally looked back up at me, there were genuine tears in her eyes. "I would never have gotten involved with Alexander if I'd known he was still in a serious relationship with someone else. My parents raised me to have better moral standards than that." "How long have you and Alexander actually been together?" "We started talking casually in January when he joined the company as a full-time employee. We went on our first official date in February, but Alexander told me he'd been single for over a year and was ready to start building something serious with the right person. Alexander and I were together until May 15th. We had the official breakup conversation on May 15th, exactly 2 weeks before graduation." Victoria put her head in her hands. "Oh my god, I helped him cheat on you for months. I had absolutely no idea. That's when I realized we both have been getting played." Full story on my channel below.